Well, my alarm went off about 12 hours ago. I got 5.5 hours of walking in, 5.5 miles of walking in, got to the park, and then spent the rest of the day repairing my bag and sorting through things, drying things out. The systems will come into place over time. They're starting to come together, but that's a big thing. It's like when I worked at chubby.ai, Tiny Court, I was living in my car and I had a system. I had exactly what I needed to do each day to go to the gym, to shower, all these things. So it's going to take some time to figure out exactly how to quickly put up the tent, take the tent down. And the drying out part is the thing I am not sure about. But it is what it is, because I'm trying to house all of humanity. At least inspire others to fill in the gaps. I mean, I can't build all of them myself. I would if I could. If I could just build a giant factory that did it all, that would be great. But it's going to take a lot of people. I need a lot of people. And that's why I'm doing this, to talk to people, to get better at communicating, to get better at understanding what resonates with people. Data centers and reindustrialization does not resonate with most people. Some people are like, cool, but they don't care to talk. Or they're like, so what's up? Well, what are your thoughts? Or they're like, yeah, we should bomb all data centers. Like, it's crazy the kinds of things that people say. And then you think about factories and solar farms, and a lot of people just aren't using this stuff. But you know what? If they have cancer and artificial intelligence can pinpoint it a lot quicker and pinpoint the treatment, I mean, these are the things we should be using it for. And this whole Sora 2 thing really bothered me. It probably shouldn't have, considering everything that X has done, XAI, but it bothered me because it was a week after talking about curing cancer. And it's like, yeah, my little tiny skin cancer, the most treatable kind of skin cancer, is nothing. It can grow many, many years without killing someone. But the point is that why do we need this video stuff? I mean, it's cool. It's really cool. Like, the Sora 2 model is incredible. But we don't need another social media app. Especially, and Meta has completely lost my faith as well. And I just want people to hold these companies accountable. If it's a Meta data center, they need to be held accountable the same as any other data center. And these operators need to come out right out of the gate promising to cover all expenses. If people's water is impacted, that the electricity rates won't go up. There's no reason for them not to cover it. Why should people subsidize these things? It doesn't make any sense. When I was at that Howl meeting, they truly did not even want to listen. And they didn't trust the guys And then, the one guy's playing games on his phone and stuff like that. And the reality of it is, they don't care like I do. And it's not even about caring. It's like, oh, the data center operator cares. No, it's about caring, but building edge data centers while impacting communities in a better way and spreading the abundance around, decentralizing it instead of sacrificing these areas. The amount of construction, the amount of people that you have to bring in from other areas, it just doesn't make sense. Why not keep people at home, close to their families, building in their communities, uplifting their communities? Chubby.center is about being a community hub. Like that, an AI community hub. I've got to figure out how to start resonating with more people and getting more people excited about this. I'm only 14 days in, had a lot of prep work that I've been doing in that time. I decided to do this and then went into it quite quickly, kind of, figuring it out as I go rather than planning ahead. And so there's going to be a lot more stumbles than I had the funding to hire a camera crew like Gauntlet AI is doing to pull this business out of bankruptcy. It's like, woohoo, pull this thing out of bankruptcy. I don't even know what this company does, whatever. I just know how awesome Gauntlet AI is. I know how awesome some of the projects people are working on. And, another software company, it's awesome, but, we really need to be focused on reindustrialization right now. Everything. It's like education is mostly solved. It truly is. You've got things like Khan Academy. You've got things like, OpenCourseWare and Udemy and Coursera and all these things. It's pretty much solved. The little tweaks that we need, it's really just about getting people excited about learning and wanting to learn new things, having the time to learn new things, and they'll do it. But, if people are overwhelmed and unhappy in life, they just don't even have the energy for these kinds of hobbies. It's not even about hobbies. Like, it's about getting the base needs met and having the abundance around so that hobbies can be more valuable, that they're not like, I guess to think really hard about it, it doesn't seem like people have hobbies like they used to. Maybe that's why I started stumbling up, because if you think about it, yeah, people have sort of hobbies, but everything's become so on the internet. I just saw someone fishing. That's like a hobby. And I've seen a lot of people doing little hobbies, but it doesn't feel like it used to. Like I don't feel like people are in the real world as much as they used to be. There are certain people that I see in the real world that I don't see online, and then that I see online that I don't see in the real world. And it's really hard to put it into words. Like, there's so many people that are just not online, that are just online so little, and they have no clue what's happening with AI. And so much is happening in secret. And this walk is to talk to people about that secret and start building data centers everywhere, reindustrializing America.